So as you guys probably saw from the title of the video, we are talking about open relationships. This is a little bit of a controversial topic. But honestly, it's something that I get asked all the time in my one-on-one coaching sessions. I work with clients who are in open relationships, how to navigate them, how to set it up in a way where it's not a detriment to the relationship. And look, open relationships may not be for you. And if that is the case, totally okay. You can jump off the video now because the rest of the video is going to be specifically about open relationships, how to navigate them, and how to make sure that you're able to maintain a healthy relationship with your partner if you are in this dynamic, right? So the first thing to take into consideration is you have to have an open mind. Having an open mind is so important, right? Being able to take in different perspectives and really listen to what your partner is saying and their needs and not take it personally. Maybe for you, you're also open to having an open relationship, but you've never really thought or considered it would be a possibility for you, right? So there's still this kind of like hesitancy. You're not exactly sure what it's going to look like, how to do it. Maybe there is fear that you'll start to become jealous and you'll start to become insecure. And look, all of those things are absolutely understandable, which is why I wanted to provide you with some recommendations, some tips, some tools that you can utilize in order to navigate this situation. But before I do, make sure you like and subscribe because that is going to help you to see whenever I put out new content, new information. There'll be more topics like this that we talk about. And if I haven't introduced myself, which I actually don't think that I have, my name is Danny and I am a life and relationship coach. And I actually created this channel, this community specifically for people within the queer community because I found that there was a need. You know, there wasn't really any resources that I found for myself in regards to relationships, how to navigate them, and how to have a healthy, sustainable relationship. And that is what I do. I help people to build healthy relationships. So whatever the stereotypes are out there about gay people, queer people not being able to have healthy long-term relationships, it is all a lie. It is absolutely possible. And that is why I am here to help you guys achieve that. I digress. So going back, we were talking about being open-minded, right? So that's the first most important part. The second thing is to do a relationship health check. So often I find that people try to transition into an open relationship when they are not satisfied within their relationship. That is danger zone, danger zone, danger zone. An open relationship only really works when the foundation of the relationship is very strong. When the two of you guys have complete trust of one another, there is excellent communication, and there's just a general understanding that opening the relationship up isn't personal. It's not because there's something wrong with you or your partner. It's just the two of you have come together and said, hey, let's try to experience something new, spice up the relationship, and see where it goes. But again, it's very important that you guys have a healthy relationship to begin with and a strong foundation. Pursuing this option when the relationship is not in a good place can be absolutely detrimental. The third thing here is establishing the rules, right? So you've sat down with your partner, you've had a conversation, you said that you want to try to have an open relationship, you're both okay with it, the relationship is in a strong, good place. So the next step is establishing the rules. What is that going to look like? So an example would be number one of the rules can be that you guys always play together, right? It's not going to be one of these situations where you play separately and you're not aware of what your partner is doing, who they're hanging out with, who they're interacting with, and all of that, right? So you establish that very early on. The second thing is there are no dates involved and you are simply having fun. And again, these are just all examples. You can create whatever rules that you want and you feel that you need for your relationship. I just want to provide you with some things that I have seen before. The third one, let's just say you are open to playing separately. If that is something that you're open to doing, again, being very clear on what the expectations are. So if somebody starts to develop feelings for the third party or the third member in this dynamic, then what are the rules at that point? Maybe the expectation is that you will cut all contact with this individual, because the point isn't to break up the relationship. It's to open up the relationship and have a little bit of fun and change the dynamic just a little bit. And the most important part about this is your communication style about this, right? Making sure that you are constantly checking in with one another to see where you're at emotionally and mentally, because at the end of the day, the terms of the relationship can change. The terms of wanting to be in an open relationship can change. So keep that in mind. I don't want you to go into this thinking that once you open up the relationship, it will forever permanently be that way. Because just as you were in a monogamous relationship for a while and you decided to open the relationship, that dynamic can shift from an open relationship back to a monogamous relationship. So being very clear on the fact that those things can change over time. That is a realistic way of viewing it. And again, just to reiterate, the terms are renegotiable. So when you guys sit down to have a conversation about an open relationship, it's also very important to put on the table that you can renegotiate these terms. You can renegotiate the situation. If you start to feel uncomfortable, the both of you have to agree that it is okay to close the relationship again. Now, if either one of you is not okay with it, then that's a deeper conversation that needs to be had. And if you feel like you were not sure how to have that conversation, I'm more than happy to have that discussion with you guys. I'm more than happy to work with the two of you guys on navigating these types of relationships. I've done it many times before. I've worked with many clients in this situation, and sometimes it just helps to have a third party person guide you through this process. So I will provide a link in the description box down below for a one-on-one coaching session if that is something that you feel like you need. And look, if this is the situation that you've been in before, if you are currently in this situation, or if you just wanted to let me know whether this video was helpful or not, leave a comment down below. I love to interact with you guys. I love to have conversations about these topics. Obviously, I'm here creating these videos and this content as a resource for you, so your voice and your words matter, your thoughts matter. So let me know. This community is for you. This is a safe space. Don't feel like you are going to be judged. And if you are embarrassed or maybe just don't want to share publicly, you can leave me a comment and let me know that you'd like to have a private conversation, and we can have that conversation in private one-on-one on the side. Again, if you don't know who I am, my name is Danny. I'm a life and relationship coach. I hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.